What's up, YouTube? This is your boy JD the Shooter, coming to you with a new review on my new PC carbine, tactical, chambered in 9mm. I just picked this up this week. Nice little firearm. I just want to give you my opinion on this firearm. But first thing, I've done some upgrades on it. I put a foregrip on there. I have a Monstrum Blackbird 3-time Prism optic on here. And before I give you my opinion of this firearm, I'm going to take it out to the range and get some shots fired through and zero in this optic.
If he hit his target, I can't tell.
I see 2 shot holes. How many have you fired?
2.
2 holes. Second black ring on the left. Yeah. You want to come right about an inch. Yeah.
Okay, I made it back from the range, and I can honestly say that this firearm here is a lot heavier than majority of my AR-15s. It shoots very accurately, but it has a front heavy in it, and it has more recoil than I expected from a 9mm. I'm used to shooting 300 blackout with 7.62 by 39, or even 223 and 5.56, and it has just as much recoil. But one thing I do like about it is it does have the stock that let's say 6-stage, but it's a 3-stage stock. The trigger is pretty soft. It's not a hard trigger to pull. And it also carries SR9 mags, but it does come in the box for a Glock magazine well. And it is clear with the fly again. And the one thing I do like about this gun is it has easy breakdown. I'll show you here. It breaks down into 2 parts. That is something that most PCs don't have. It breaks down into 2, so you can carry it into your backpack Or if you don't have a carrying case that can hold a rifle, you can put both pieces in there and just take it to the range. And it goes back together pretty easy. It's in there, ready to shoot. And it has a lock back mechanism with a little switcher so you can lock back. But like most AR, it doesn't have a return switch. You have to pull back the handle to get it. And the railing only has a rail in the back, but it does come with accessory that you can put a rail up front for some iron sights, which, you know, if you like that, but if you can zero in your optic, you really don't have to need that. But if I had to rank this gun out of 1 out of 10, this is my first PC carbine, I would say it's a 7. It's pretty heavy for a 9mm. You know, I think they could have made it a lot lighter, but it's a very nice gun to have. It's not practical for home defense because of the length, 16-inch barrel, but for going to the range and not spending a lot of money on rounds, you know, 9mm rounds you can get pretty cheap now. It's a very practical gun to go to the range and practice on and get your shots off. And I would say I would take this out. I put through probably 100 rounds through it today. And I can say I had not one failure. I'm shooting some steel 9mm rounds too, which I thought would give me more problems, but it didn't. So it did pretty good. I broke it in very nice. And I would say I would take this gun to the range a lot. And it's nothing I can really say bad about it, except for your magazine release. If you can see, it's hard to get your finger in there to release the magazine. You know, I guess because I'm so accustomed to AR-15s, where I just hit a button and it drops out. With this here, you really gonna have to, if you got big hands, it's hard to get your finger in there to get the magazine out. So that is one strike against it. And not having a full rail is another strike. That's why I gave it a 7 instead of a 10. It's losing points. But I would say I'm glad I purchased this firearm. Now I can just go out there and get me some shots off without breaking my pocket. Because, you know, we are in a recession, thanks Biden. So for right now, that is my review of it. I'm not going to give nothing technical about it. You know, it's a great look. It breaks down into the stock. Show that, locks back in good, you know. It's a very nice gun. Ruger did a good job on this one. So that is my review and my thoughts of this firearm. And if you like the channel, you know, subscribe, you know, check the like button. And I have more videos coming in the future.